Tesco's Biscuits already had a nut warning printed right on the label, so why is it still being recalled? The answer actually says a lot about how allergen labels work and where they can quietly fail. If you've ever assumed a "may contain" warning meant you had the full picture, this one might change how you read labels going forward. Let's break it down. Tesco has recalled its Mini Monkey Milk chocolate biscuits after testing found peanut protein present in the product. Here's the part that makes this different from most allergen recalls we cover. The packaging already carried a "may contain nuts" warning, but peanut specifically was never declared. That distinction matters a lot more than it might sound like at first. For someone with a general tree nut sensitivity, a "may contain nuts" warning does its job. It tells them to be cautious. But for someone with a specific, severe peanut allergy, a vague nut warning doesn't actually confirm or rule out the one ingredient that matters most to them. This gets into something genuinely important about how allergen labeling works. "May contain nuts" is what's called a precautionary allergen label. It's added when there's a risk of cross-contamination during manufacturing, not necessarily because the ingredient is actually in the recipe. The issue is that precautionary labels like this have become so common across the food industry that some allergy sufferers have started to tune them out, partly because they're used so broadly, sometimes almost as a blanket legal safeguard, that they stop feeling specific or useful. When an allergy is precise, like a true peanut allergy rather than a general nut sensitivity, a vague warning doesn't give someone enough information to make an actually informed decision. There's also an important legal distinction here worth understanding. UK food law requires the 14 major allergens, things like peanuts, tree nuts, milk, and gluten, to be clearly declared if they're deliberately used as an ingredient. A "may contain" warning covers unintentional cross-contamination risk. It's a separate category entirely. Testing actually finds a specific allergen's protein present in a product. That's a different situation from a precautionary warning. It suggests the allergen may have ended up in the product itself, not just somewhere nearby on the same production line. This is exactly why finding peanut protein through testing, protein that wasn't specifically declared anywhere on the label, is treated as a real safety issue serious enough for a full recall, even though a general nut warning was technically already there. If you've bought Tesco Mini Monkey Milk chocolate biscuits in the 125g pack of 5 25 portions, do not eat them if you or anyone in your household has a peanut allergy or intolerance, regardless of the best before date on your pack, since this recall covers all codes currently in circulation. Return the product to any Tesco store for a full refund, no receipt required. And here's the bigger habit worth taking from this one. If you or someone you're shopping for has a specific, severe allergy, don't treat a general "may contain" warning as the final word. If a product doesn't clearly state whether your specific allergen is present or absent, it's worth checking directly with the manufacturer's customer service line before assuming it's safe, especially for products you're buying regularly. This matters even more for products marketed toward children, like this one, since kids' snacks are often shared between households, packed into lunchboxes, or handed out at parties where the person serving them may not know every detail of a child's allergy history. This is a good reminder that food labels aren't always as protective as they look at first glance, and understanding how allergen labeling actually works can matter just as much as reading the label itself. A warning on a package isn't automatically the same as a guarantee, and knowing that difference is genuinely useful information, not just something for people managing allergies to think about. This is exactly the kind of thing I break down every week here. Not just what got recalled, but why, so you actually understand what's happening with your food instead of just reacting to a headline.